We're so excited to turn this trailer into our tiny home on wheels. There's only one problem.
It won't stop raining! And we only have 2 months before we want to be on the road, so we gotta come up with a solution.
Here at FnA, we're no stranger to building in less than ideal conditions. Our first van, Lolo, was built on the streets of Brooklyn, New York, and she turned into a beautiful home. On our second build, Olive, we were lucky enough to have some help from friends to get a little bit of cover, which made Olive our most luxurious build site yet because Sunny had absolutely no cover. So let's see what happens this time around with our new trailer.
I'm wet and cold, I'm wet and cold.
The solution involves Frank getting wet and cold.
Fingers crossed we come up with something a little bit more FnA than that.
Even though it's raining, I could work in the trailer, but the problem is if I close the doors, I have no light at all. So I need to figure out a way to get some light in here. So that way I don't need the doors open. The good part is with it raining, I can tell we don't have any leaks. I got a temporary light set up by using battery bank going off of the aux beam system. This aux beam system is actually the underglow lighting. These things are dope. My goal is to take down a couple of these panels here. Getting down these panels will show me the depth of the actual beams in here and get me ready to spray foam basically the entire inside of this rig. So let's get on that.
Even though this is our fourth rig, every build is different, especially now that we've got a trailer instead of a van.
Yeah, so this wood is pretty thin. The wiring here is kind of not the best. It's kind of dangerous, like the way that it's just sitting on the metal. Like that's eventually gonna rub out up there. The beams are gonna be nice to work with. The fact that we have them already on there and we can put some framing in between it and whatnot, but there's not a lot of area for insulation there. We'll work with it. We'll put, you know, it looks like maybe 1/2 inch or so. Let's see. Okay, it's a 1 inch thickness. We could probably do about 1/2 inch or an inch of. I would say we just do the full inch, but we're not going to have that vapor barrier that we're looking for to create, you know, the best R value that we could get. Granted, with the spray foam, I got to look at the details and see if that matters, having that, you know, air gap with that spray foam. First wall down, a lot more to go.
With our deadline to be on the road because we're going to a van life gathering, we needed to keep working even with the rain. And the best thing to do in the rain? Go shopping. We headed over to our local Home Depot and got some things done. Unfortunately, everything that we wanted to buy was only available online. So we didn't actually end up buying anything on this trip. But it was nice to get out of the house and out of the rain. Plus, Everly loves riding in the cart.
Tell me when I'm like right underneath the ball, like just give me a stop.
Okay. Stop.
Since I don't have the jack fully hooked up to electric at the moment, I have to use it manually.
You should really turn the car off while you're doing this.
Well, I had to have the car on to move it, but now it could technically get shut off. But I would rather the engine heat up a little bit.
You're just like swimming in soup.
That's okay. I don't breathe when I'm here.
I do, and I don't want to be involved. Hey, guess what? It's trailer moving day, and you know what that means?
Feels a bit wet out here.
We only ever move the trailer when it's raining because that's how we roll here at FnA. It's a rain day. Let's get this baby out of the driveway. I know you want to be outside, but it's raining. We got to put our coat and stuff on. Yeah, you want to get ready to go? You want to get ready to go help Daddy? Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
We locked in some garage opportunity at our neighbor's house, and he has this fantastic garage that's heated. I'm about to turn on the heat so we can get some of this water dried off of the trailer so that way I can get to working. And today, we're gonna be cutting some stuff in.
Hey Frank.
What?
What's that?
It's a roof over the top of our heads. We're out of the elements. That's what it is.
So you guys remember in the last episode, we talked a lot about the layout and where everything's gonna be. So we think we figured out where the Maxx Air Fan is going, but we wanna make sure that it's not actually in the way of any of the other cabinets.
We have the floor design right here, and where the floor design kind of comes up is right in the bay of where we're gonna wanna put this fan. It's crazy because you're not really like thinking about that in particular when you're making the layout, but now that, you know, I'm about to cut the fan and I really think about it. So it's like fairly close to the oven too, which allows us, like when we turn on the oven or the cooktop and we're creating some type of heat, we can just turn on the fan right here and that, you know, gets that heat out.
You driving a John Deere?
Are you driving? Let me see. Whoa, great driving. You're good sitting there. So
She was like, get in. I'm like, I can't fit in the front. So I'm riding in the back.
Everly, you gonna be driving Mama around? Yeah, okay, cool. Are you gonna like get some stuff and put it in the back? Yeah.
You gonna mow the lawn? Yeah. Everly's gonna mow the neighbor's lawn until we've paid off our rental fee.
What I told the neighbor is that when we're done with this, if we're not using it for like a particular week or month or whatever, and they wanna take a trip in it, they're welcome to.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I think it's a good trade-off, right? It's a good trade-off, you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Huh. This isn't exactly level. It looks it. But since it's aluminum, it's like a bit warped.
You should just move your ladder setup to the side where you're gonna be cutting the fan in, and then just reach across, rather than like crawling across the roof. Baby is sitting, mama is sitting.
Yeah.
The heater has heated the top part of the space. It's actually really nice and hot up here. It's a completely different climate at the top of the ladder. And now the baby is on the move.
She's so cold up here.
And we're up here. Can't help. Okay, so Frank's got to dry this area. This will be our third Maxx Air Fan install. Yeah. Technically fourth if you count our friends Jamie and Lisa, but they already had the hole cut. Double max. So this little guy is gonna go in the shower bathroom area so that we can exhaust the hot air from the hot shower. Cause I like my showers at temperature level scalding.
I don't know how his skin doesn't peel off her body.
This other one is gonna be for the main living area.
Extended availability up to 6 inches.
Okay, so I was actually thinking about this in bed last night. And
what do you think about that?
I was thinking about if for the Maxx Air Fan, it's square. So it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4. You make 4 pieces, you have a frame. For this one, I think you take a larger piece of plywood and then route out the same size hole. And then so the full piece of plywood gets installed up.
Perfect. You know, you're the most experienced builder I know. So.
I am always the supervisor, and the supervisor is the brains of the operation.
And is the supervisor is always right.
Yeah, that's how supervisory positions work.
Oh, man. The things I could say that I'm going to bite my tongue.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
We got a lot of junk in our trunk, so step 1 is cleaning up a little bit.
My biggest hope is that this layout is right, and when I cut in these things, that we didn't make a mistake and they don't have to move.
Well, they can't move. Once it's in, it's in. There's no mistakes here.
Perfect. Got it. Okay, good.
Oh, there's something up top.
Yep, there's
the garage.
garage.
You got a deck?
Nice throw, baby. If I take this panel and I go 3 inches off on both sides, I could go even more, but that's gonna give me, sorry guys, you're a little too far down. That's gonna give me a lot of space in the middle there to be able to put that fan and also the air conditioner that we're gonna have and that we're gonna be installing. What's that?
The air conditioner's not going on the roof.
Oh, you're right, it's not. I don't need all that additional space.
The brain.
Thank you, supervisor. Did you hear the supervisor? I completely forgot about that.
We're going home for lunch and nap. Good luck, Frank.
I'm hungry too.
Good luck, Frank.
Can I just like come get it?
No, you're working.
Supervisors. Bye, supervisors. Love you. So what I realized is that we do need that extra 3 inches on each side. The cap of the fan, not the cutout, but the cap of the fan will have plenty of room, basically 2 inches on either side, a little bit more, to be able to open and close and not get caught up on the solar panels. So it's a good thing to add the 6 inches. Always make sure you double check. Once you make that cut, you're just like, that's it. That's where that's going. Take this bad boy. Oh, look at that, like a glove. See, so the box was meant to kind of catch all the scraps. So I just measured off each beam, got that 14 by 14. Instead of trying to struggle with what I was doing up here. And because the hole is a 14 by 14, you could manipulate exactly where you want it to be straight. If you have any questions about that, you can shoot me a DM on Instagram. FnAVanLife is our Instagram as well, and I'm happy to answer questions there. Or you can set up a consultation call. Just go to FnAVanLife.com and set up your consultation call, and I'll help you build your rig.
Good morning.
Hey.
Frank's been over here for a little bit. Me and Everly took Paco to the groomers. And right next to the groomers is something that Frank's gonna be excited about.
What is it? A Boston cream donut. Oh, I want to make this fit in my mouth.
It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Cause baby, I feel real good and I wish I...
So this is the last day that we have in the covered garage. We might be able to ask for some more help later, but this is all that we've asked for now.
Yeah.
So Frank's really got his work cut out for him.
I do. And I've been cutting things out while I'm doing work.
What does that mean?
You said I got my work cut out for me, and I've been cutting out things while I work.
Okay.
I don't know. It was a joke, but it didn't land.
Didn't land.
Right now I've been up there just deburring the metal because from experience in our last rigs, we know that you have to clean up the metal and you have to give it a little bit of a coating so that way it doesn't rust or anything. This is aluminum, so I don't think it's as big of a deal as like if it was steel.
You have donut on your face.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you. I was saving that for later. You took my opportunity away. This is where that shower's gonna go. So I have to put in something right about here, or I could go up top.
We were kind of talking yesterday that maybe we install the vent for the shower at the side because it is able to be installed either way, on the top or on the side. It has a rain guard both ways. If we put it on the side, then we don't have to worry about where are the solar panels and things like that. Nothing's gonna get in its way on the side. So maybe that's the easier choice. The good news is he got it right in the middle. It's very centered, so nice work, bud.
Thanks. Look at this too, look. Like it's just inside this, like, where the wall's gonna be. Cutting it close, for sure. Gotta do with what you got. It's a really tight space.
Speaking of tight space, Frank's got all of his tools out. Everly wants to get into everything, so really we should get out of here.
You don't want to have nothing there, because if you have nothing there, then you're gonna wind up running into the issue of drilling directly into that aluminum. And this thin of aluminum, you could strip it really, really easy. So you might not have any of those screws actually holding on to anything if you don't put a framing here. This one feels real good. I'm gonna have to redo this one right here because that didn't stick the way I wanted it to. You know, it's good to test it before you lock everything into it. All right, reattach that one. We'll see how that goes. You need at least 10 minutes to let it set. And then it takes 24 hours for it to cure.
We got a really long commute to the build site, okay?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
I forgot Frank's knees hurt and shouldn't be jumping.
I lost a baby too during that transition.
Oh my goodness, what a big one, guys. This is officially our last day in this covered space.
You think it's gonna stick? Oh yeah, that already looks way stronger, yep.
Yeah. You ready to go, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna go play?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's go
that's
do
tight
that.
now, yeah.
Our babysitter canceled again today, so I'm gonna go hang out with Everly, and Frank's gonna finish installing this fan because we gotta do it so that we can get this out of here and roll it back to our house.
It's never taken me 3 days to put in a fan. It's the first time ever.
Every time we do a van build project, it takes 3 times longer than Frank estimates.
Well, this is also going to take 3 times longer than the 3 times longer because of my injury.
That's true also. So we got a couple things working against us, but at least we got to do it 2 full days in the rain inside. So can't complain about that. I can complain about the babysitter always canceling on us though.
Boom. Gotcha.
Beautiful,
Perfect.
Frank.
Look, and there's a little wiggle room to make sure that we're perfectly straight.
Nice.
Yeah. Woo!
Hey, remember how when we thought we were going to install 2 fans in 2 days?
Yeah.
And we've done 1 in 3.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the other one today in the same day.
Hey, it's more important to do it right than to do it fast.
Exactly.
You just have to make sure that you put that into your plan, you know?
That is my plan.
You ready to go play? Okay, we're gonna go play.
Last bit, baby. You made it back just in time. I'm just gonna seal up these guys here, just in case. We'll run another bead along this edge.
I've never been up here, but it feels very high. This is like, we're all the way up. And I do see what you mean that there's actually a lot of room up here. The solar panel, when you have it down on the ground, looks huge, but then when you bring it up here on the roof, it looks teeny tiny. So I think we're definitely gonna have room for all the things we wanna do on this roof. We're hoping to have, obviously the Maxx Air Fan, 4 solar panels, a fully mounted Starlink system so that we don't have to like take the Starlink out, put the Starlink in, back and forth and back and forth. Very frustrating.
How often did you do it?
I did it maybe like twice.
Okay.
Frank definitely carries the brunt of most of the responsibilities when it comes to the van.
I appreciate you thinking about me.
Just having it available all the time. That's the whole point of this whole build, is that everything is just easy and available whenever we want it. And if I have to flip a switch, oh, my finger will be so tired. Tell me the gray doesn't look fabulous.
It looks really good. It definitely pulls the whole thing together.
What else are we gonna have on the roof, bud?
Time will tell because, you know, normally when you're on the road, what happens is you might pick up new hobbies. You might...
Oh, you wanna put like a surfboard up here or something?
Generally speaking, I would like that to be like on the side, easier to access.
Fair. Ooh, the other thing, we're gonna probably have a little bit of a skylight. We got a lot to think about up here. Also, we're gonna build a whole roof
Alex,
rack.
how's that side look?
Cocked.
Gabagoo.
Gabba. So weird to be the middle of the day and not have a baby.
Yeah, did you get your parents to watch it for a minute?
She's sleeping right now. And then I said, if she wakes up, phone call me and I'll run home. Yo, it smells a little toxic up here, not gonna lie.
It should. I mean,
I think I'm getting a little bit, woo woo. Woo 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 woo. That's why I'm leaning back. I'm like, wow.
Lean back.
Guys,
Lean
this
back.
project's going so good.
This is typically how you work in the project anyway.
Sure.
Just sleeping. And then saying to me, well, how come it's taken 3 days for you to put a fan in? Well, because I don't have anybody to help me.
Nobody to help. Look at me, so helpful. I came all the way up here. I'm at the top of the ladder.
True.
Okay, well, so let's see if we can get that other fan going. Well, you got these hands, Frank. You got maybe an hour, so let's do something. I'm gonna help you.
I can think of something.
How did that happen?
What was it?
Look,
Can't see it.
I'm stuck. And I'm just a liability on the job site, I
Why don't you
think.
go down and help me take some stuff down?
Oh, you want help?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Is that why you're here?
Yes, that's why I'm here. Hi. Okay, I'm coming. Well, that was like 20 minutes. See you later.
Love you.
Bye.
So I just pulled this out of the box, and I took this piece out, and I noticed it's broken. We gotta send this back if we want to side mount it. Good thing it's Amazon, and we could send it back. That looks great. That's it. She's in. She's done. Yes. So unfortunately, I just realized that if I want to insulate underneath this floor right here, since there's that cross member on both sides that is blocking my way of getting that foam board in, I have to remove the floor, which means getting rid of all these tools, cutting the seams, and maybe even taking out the lower half of these walls in the front. It's a bigger task than I anticipated, but I have a little bit of time, so I might as well knock it out real quick. The problem I'm having is I can't find anything to be able to pry this floor up, so I'm gonna save it for another day because tomorrow I have a big day. Tomorrow I'm gonna get my MRI, and then I have to travel to Toronto to get on a plane the next day to then go to the US to possibly sell Sunny. She might be going to a new owner, and I'm so happy for that moment to happen for the new owner, as well as it will be something that we don't have to think about that's in the US anymore. Huge shout out to our neighbors that let us use the garage. We make sure we clean up even better than it was before and just take care of things. She's looking pretty good right now.
Not in your forehead.
I fucking whacked it against the bottom of the...
Did you really?
Yeah. I was like,
oh
boom.
my God.
I was like, did I cut myself? Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yikes, bro.
So, but I want you I just want you to let me know how far I'm from that tree.
Pivot.
By going like this, look. Like this is really close. This isn't.
All right, let's see if our relationship can handle this test.
All right, that's why I was giving you instructions. Thanks.
My job was really easy because the tree was actually super far away, so not a problem.
We are back outside and in the elements.
And guess what? It's gonna rain this afternoon.
But that's not gonna stop us from building the most beautiful trailer that you ever seen.
And if you don't believe us, click this link here to see how we built Lolo on the streets of Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, it smells so nice. Thank you, Everly. And be sure to subscribe because next week we're insulating this bad boy.
It's gonna be FnA.